There is an opportunity you should not miss, an opportunity that captivates with enchanting beauty, and where the enormous power of the possibilities attracts millions of people and multinational corporations to invest in their future. This opportunity is Puerto Rico, an island with a privileged location in the center of the Caribbean that has always been the gateway to the Americas and is now considered the center of economic power and opportunities of the region. An island measuring 100 by 35 miles, with a population of almost 4 million and a gross domestic product of $95.7 billion. The 8th busiest port in the U.S. by container volume, the most important airport in the Caribbean, more than 24,000 miles of paved roads, and the highest level of education of the region. Puerto Rico is the ideal gateway for trade with the United States since it offers the stability of the federal system. In Puerto Rico, U.S. federal laws, banking regulations, customs procedures, as well as intellectual property protections apply. Furthermore, the island has access to federal programs and funds for infrastructure, education, and research. Companies that invest in Puerto Rico benefit from one of the most highly qualified bilingual workforces in the world, with more than 50 years of experience in sophisticated pharmaceutical, medical devices, and high-tech manufacturing processes. Currently, the island is the 5th top destination in the world in terms of size of its manufacturing sector. This sector generates $27 billion in pharmaceutical products and medical devices annually. Puerto Rico offers an aerial bridge to the United States with direct flights to 19 cities in the U.S., 1,800 weekly passenger flights, and 4,300 monthly cargo flights. The infrastructure for trade and commerce in Puerto Rico is among the best in the region. Annually, the island exports more than $60 billion, mainly to the United States. The banking sector in Puerto Rico consists of 33 international and U.S. banking entities, and the financial sector has $168.8 billion in total assets. Today, Puerto Rico is an innovation leader, offering some of the most aggressive investment incentives in the world for renewable energy generation, tourism development, private housing, and public-private partnerships. We invite you to learn more about the opportunities that these incentives offer so that you too can discover why Puerto Rico does it better. If you are seeking opportunities to invest in industrial-scale alternative energy projects, the new incentives in Puerto Rico can assure the success of your operation. The new energy incentives legislation has allotted $290 million in funds for the development of renewable energy generation projects. You can receive a reimbursement of 60% of the installation costs of eligible generation equipment up to 100 kilowatts and a 50% reimbursement for the installation costs for projects of up to 1 megawatt. Furthermore, it provides access to the renewable energy certificates market. This aggressive program has the goal of achieving up to 20% of total generation of electricity from green energy sources by 2035. The opportunity to invest in Puerto Rico is now. For more information, visit PuertoRicoDoesItBetter.com. Puerto Rico presents great opportunities for tourism development since it offers unspoiled beaches next to urban areas and many other attractions. But best of all, the island offers aggressive incentives for the development of tourism facilities. Among the incentives, there is a fixed income tax rate as low as 8% and a 100% exemption on municipal construction taxes for the development of resorts and casinos. Tax credits of 10% of the total cost of the project and up to 90% exemption on income and property taxes for 10 years, renewable for an additional 10 years. Currently, there are over $580 million in tourism projects being developed, and over $3.5 billion of projects in the planning stage, including resort hotels, casinos, golf courses, and other tourism attractions throughout the entire island. In tourism, the opportunity to invest is now. Find out more at PuertoRicoDoesItBetter.com. The housing market in Puerto Rico is now full of opportunities thanks to new incentives for the purchase of new and existing residential properties. To live, rent, or invest, these opportunities include a $10,000 voucher for down payment or closing costs, 0 taxes for capital gains on rent, 105% financing, 0 taxes on net income at time of resale for 10 years, and more. For more information on the Puerto Rico housing incentives, go to PuertoRicoDoesItBetter.com. The government of Puerto Rico is currently managing public-private partnership projects for over $2 billion in 5 infrastructure areas: education, energy, utilities, highways, and airports. To guarantee success, the government developed P3 legislation that is considered among the best in the United States. This legislation is also being used as a benchmark for the development of public-private partnerships throughout the world. This new legislation is recognized for the transparency of the qualification and bidding process, and the regulations to protect the investor and the government. The projects have already generated interest in several international consortia to participate in the procurement process. This effort represents one of the largest investment opportunities in P3 projects in the hemisphere. For more information, visit PuertoRicoDoesItBetter.com. If you want to find an island full of opportunities, you only need to discover Puerto Rico to find out why Puerto Rico does it better.